elected by the people and put there. And by the way, this will be the first time we will have an independent on the London Assembly. We've only ever had political party leaders.
Yeah.
And they're governed by a political agenda. So even if they don't agree with their political party, they cannot vote against. They have to go with what the party agenda is. Okay. But as an independent, no, I'm governed by the people, the voice of the people.
Okay.
So I can actually speak for the people.
And what changes will you make? I'd like to know, what changes will you make being an independent?
Listen,
yeah, my favourite.
Yes,
my favourite.
ULEZ and LTNs. Listen, that's something, even when I was running for mayor of London, I've always been against the whole LTN. I think it's a social injustice. And then obviously during that time, this ULEZ has been introduced. It's a criminal thing. It's just a money-making scheme. Yeah. It's penalising people in London who are already suffering because of cost of living. And they're just making millions and millions and millions. Yeah. And it's not fair. You know, you talk to business owners, for example. They have fleets of 6 vans. Great, they can get a grant for one. What about the others?
Well, the others, yeah.
And it's just not fair.
Okay. And also you're saying crack down on crime.
Listen, it's ridiculous. Gosh. You know, I really want to get into policing. I do a lot with the police. You know, I really work a lot with New Scotland Yard and things. And the fact of the matter is, it's just worse on our streets. You cannot hold your phone in your hand.
Yeah, somebody got robbed just recently.
No, everyone's getting it. It's awful. You cannot hold your phone in your hand. I met this amazing lady 2 days ago, and she told me she got robbed with her phone in her pocket. Because they came up to her and said, take your phone out now. Oh my. And then a few months later, she got robbed by 2 girls who basically pickpocketed her from her clutch bag.
In the daytime?
In the daytime. And she was with her 8-year-old son. So she's like,
gosh. And
he was traumatized. Like, Mum, what just happened? Is that the London we want our children to be exposed to? I didn't witness that. I lived in Norwood Junction. You know, I'm from South Norwood, I'm South Croydon girl. And I didn't have to witness that. Yeah. So why should children in our boroughs have to grow up with crime? It's normal. I can fly, you know, I do a lot of travelling. And I fly, you know, I was in Mexico actually just a few days ago. And guess what? I was walking around with my phone in my hand in Mexico City. Yeah. Not scared someone was going to take it. And I saw so many other people walking around with their phones. That's Mexico City. Wow. So there's something fundamentally wrong. In fact, Mexico, in Mexico, the Mexicans don't need a visa to come here. They can come for visits. So I said to some of the locals, you should come to London. And they said, come to London. You have a knife crime problem. And that's coming from people living in Mexico City. So that just tells you we have some problems, people.
How are we going to crack down on the knife crime? We've been trying different ways and strategies and everything like that.
Investing in youth. It's simple. We're not investing in youth. You know, it's great. I'm hearing people saying, oh yeah, we'll get some more youth clubs. It's not about getting youth clubs. It's about empowering youth. It's about letting them know that their life has value. Yes. For a child.
And they're loved as well, I think as well, isn't it?
You know, listen, it's a strategy of the community, the parents and the schools working together, because it can't be handled by just one party. You can't leave it to the parents, you can't leave it to school, you can't leave the community. All 3 need to work in collaboration, and we need to let our children know you are loved, we believe in you, and we're investing in you. Because when a child can take a life of another child, that means they feel their life has no value. So something's fundamentally wrong there. And that is...
Welcome back, Hugh.
Hello, you. Mr. Drone Pilot.
Demdrones in the building, people. Sorry, I've interrupted. Continue. Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's simple. Invest in our youth.
Why hasn't it been invested, though? Why? What is the reason why?
If you look at the history, and it goes back from the government to the mayor, they've actually stripped all the youth clubs away, took away all the funding. And that's been going on for over 12 years.
Gosh, so long.
It's terrible, I know.
And you can see over the 12 years how bad crime is getting, knife crime.
Yeah, they've got nothing to do. I don't like seeing them hanging out of Morley's or
and they don't want to hang out.
They don't want to hang out, but there's nowhere to go.
They've got nothing to do.
You know?
I mentor a lot of youth. And, you know, I mentor youth who, you know, have been on the streets selling drugs, been in gangs. And just seeing how they've turned their lives around, it's incredible. You know, they've got getting degrees now. They're entrepreneurs. They're CEOs of their own companies. For them, that's like a dream they never thought they could do. When I, you know, talk to youth and I say, oh, what do you want to do with yourself? Oh, sorry, ma'am, I can't because, you know, I'm from this part of London. I say, well, what does that mean? London belongs to you. You're from London. London is your city. And then you just look at them and they're like, what? Because no one's told them that. They've told them, oh, no, you're from these ends. This is it. And unfortunately, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. In schools, some teachers who are demotivated are telling the kids they can't achieve anything. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Still.
I've experienced that.
You've experienced it.
You said,
I know so many people who've been told, no.
I remember it back in the day, but this is way back like in the 80s.
It's still happening.
And it's still happening now.
Yeah, kids are told that, you know, forget it, you can't achieve anything. A doctor, and they start laughing at them.
Oh my God.
So when you got teachers who are demotivated telling kids their life is worthless, like I said, it's the community, the schools, and the parents need to work together. And it's simple. It's in fact, it's common sense, right? Why are they not getting it right?
A lot of people are not born with common sense. That's another thing.
It's not that. It's the politicians who don't have common sense. Political parties, they know that these are the strategies, but they don't. They just throw money at something and they don't fix the problem, like homelessness.
Yeah. It's been going on for too long now.
We can eradicate rough sleeping. Stop throwing money and fix the problem instead.
It's true, but you know, business and philanthropy and where the 20% goes, and you own a charity, and charity is actually owned, and only 5% actually goes because tax evasion.
Yeah, 3%. I've heard recently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's even better. So I mean, if you look at it from that side, I mean, I'm lucky enough. What you're saying about, I am doing. So me having my empire, I work with kids. I'm gonna have a session on the 2nd of April working with the kids club.
That's age what again? 8 to 13.
That's 8 to 13. Yeah. So demdrones is basically there to build that empire, to help people, to take you off the streets, to stop people doing things like that, to empower the mind of the individual, not just the child, the parent, the older individual, the teacher.
It's quite sad hearing that the teachers are demotivated.
Yeah, of course they're demotivated. They all are.
They would be. It makes sense.
Gosh,
of course they are. They're overworked. They're understaffed. Their salaries suck. So of course they're demotivated. And the other problem that is our education system is outdated. You know, our youth is so creative. There should be more immersive learning. There should be more creative learning, but it's an outdated system. So that needs to be changed.
Yeah, that has to be changed, definitely. And added, I think, like we were saying about business, I think that needs to be added for...
Teaching them how to become business entrepreneurs, teaching them how to open, you know, business and what to do. Visa in financial management. That's still not taught in school.
I think no one, even us grown-ass people, still don't even understand financial
management. And it should be taught in schools. So the curriculum does need to change.
So we got that. Okay. So tackling living cost crisis. How are we going to do that, my dear?
The fact that oh God, I don't even get me started. No, it's just what really frustrates me is when I hear hundreds of millions is wasted from the mayor budget. Like, for example, TfL, they have something called shelf projects.
Okay.
And they're projects where they will invite architects, urban planners to do concept planning.
Right, yes. Concept
planning. Like, oh, what if we did this? What if we did that?
Okay.
That actually costs hundreds of millions, let's say in excess of 200 million, and then it gets put on a shelf.
Yeah, it's consultancy fees they're running through.
They get put on a shelf. Nothing gets done. It's just concept planning. And then I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. Billions on cycle lanes, which are not even used. God, don't get me started. I'm sorry.
I'm not a fan of them.
I'm sorry. They're not even used. It's like, especially... anyway. When you're wasting so much of your budget and then you've got people that can't afford to live, can't afford to buy coats for their children in the winter, and they're literally, it's true, should I put the heat on or should I eat?
And we shouldn't be having the food banks. This country should not be having food banks.
Well,
How?
Even, I work with a lot of food banks, but I do a lot with the homelessness. And when you see people, they're actually not homeless, but they just can't afford to have food. So they're coming because they just actually can't afford to buy food. And look at the pricing in Tesco's or all these supermarkets. Word. What's going on?
How is butter £6? How is bread? How is
olive oil £9?
How does that work?
How is fish fingers £3.60? I mean, seriously.
Mad.
Seriously, I mean, we need to put more money in people's pocket. It was announced yesterday that, you know, they're expecting council tax in, I think, over 13 boroughs. It's going to be 2,000 a year now. So increases are on their way. So
next month, April.
So we're increasing people's living expenses. There's no, okay, this one really winds me up. For rents, there's no cap. So landlords can, you know, I've heard people, their landlord has increased the rent £1,000 a month. And I know a number of people, obviously they've left, but there's no caps. So basically, people are doing what they want. So what do I want to do? I want to lobby. I want to lobby for change. I want to lobby for
that as well.
For that, and you know, maybe a reason could be a lot of the MPs own properties and renting them out. They're not motivated to put the caps there. Who knows? You know, the landlord's excuses. Oh, but we pay mortgages and our rates have increased. Okay, well, guess what? The salaries of your renters aren't increasing.
That's the thing, isn't it?
So everything's rising, food is rising, but people's salaries are not increasing.
Okay, I have a question.
Please do.
In regards to affordable housing in the current state that we're in, what particular person is the desired one to afford that affordable housing? Because obviously it's a term that's been stated here. So who is the person who is able to afford the housing? What individual would you say, from your research and obviously in the market of this space, what would you say?
In all honesty, even the young professionals can't afford affordable housing.
So it's not the young professionals.
The question is, who are they doing it for? Because what's happening is you're seeing relationships of convenience now. Two people are living together because they can't afford to live on their own. So you're seeing people getting to relationships and having an arrangement, you know, so they can split everything. And that's coming more and more common. Students, for example, I you know, like I said, I mentor a lot of youth, and I have students at universities. They can't afford to leave home now because the rents are so high. Where they would have paid 400, you know, before, now they have to pay like 1,000 each. They can't afford that. So the question is, are we actually being priced out of London?
Well, I mean,
you know, it's like, who is London for now?
I've always asked this question.
Yeah, but who is London for now? Is this happening? Are we being priced out? And the thing is, the fact that we can't actually even answer that question, showing the answer, that there's the answer.
Gives the answer.
There's the answer. Londoners are being priced out of London. So who is London for?
Well, what was London built on in the beginning? I mean, you know your history better than I do. So what was the concept of London when it was built? Because London's still technically...
It was a trading city, you know. The Romans came in and it was called, it was called London. And they built the first bridge, you know, the London Bridge. And it was trading. It was a trading path.
So do you think they're trying to bring it back to that?
Oh, it feels like it though, doesn't it?
I don't know. I really don't know. But all I know is people are suffering.
But that would make sense. I mean, if because history does repeat itself.
Well, the problem is with trading... argument there is a lot of people are still working from home and there's a lot of hybrid going on. So I have to kind of challenge that, because then why are the high street shops closing?
And
a lot of them, the markets, people can't, you know, the rents are so high now, so the businesses have been there for over 25 years are closing. And that's sad. So that's the problem. It's not only about residents, it's about businesses. London is just... it's broken. It's not working. It's really not working. And the people in power making the decisions aren't actually doing anything about it. I mean, that's just a fact.
Would you say COVID showed us a different world when it became what it became? Because let's take into consideration all of the high street shops at one point in time. Before COVID, everyone's going, everyone's buying, everyone was trading. Business is trading. Everyone's trading. We hit a milestone that affects the whole world. People are still making money with our buildings. I mean, let's be very honest. Two companies that skyrocketed, Amazon's one, hit $1 trillion. Yeah, that's an American company. Now they've literally got to every country in the world. They've recently just saw a van in Jamaica. Like, I never thought I would see an Amazon van in Jamaica driving, them doing deliveries. They're getting rid of customs because now you can just buy through Amazon and go through. So would you say that COVID started showing, because obviously people start working from home. Yeah, it's people working in schools.
Amazon was everyone's best friend.
It was everyone's best friend. Yeah, they're now still almost 3 trillion. Yeah, Apple started making more money. Some of these big Fortune 500 companies started making a lot of money.
They did.
Yeah, people started understanding why I can't work now, so I started investing. Do you believe now that maybe the affordable person is the person that has got more forms of income? Yeah.
I think as a society we're changing, and that drive is coming from the youth, because we're seeing our youth become millionaires from TikTok, from Instagram. So things are changing. Like where companies used to spend millions on advertising on TV and things like that, they don't need to do that anymore. They can pay influencers, or so everything's changing. That's a natural shift with technology. That's something that's naturally going to happen, and we have to embrace it. So things are changing. The world is changing. So do I feel, is it for a type of person? No, because there's people who become millionaires who are our age. It's if you embrace it or not.
Right, so I think maybe the affordable housing is starting to turn into the people that are embracing that very quickly. Because if we're looking at the rate of change and we're looking at the people, okay, cool, TikTok, I figured out how to make money on TikTok Shop. Now, instead of me earning £100, I'm earning 10 grand a month.
Yeah.
Okay, I can afford to live in this affordable housing because and my income is continuous.
Yeah, but then they won't qualify. If they're earning a certain amount like that, they're not going to qualify, are they?
Yeah, but then why would you need to worry about it? I mean, I've recently started renting, and I had to, okay, you're not going to qualify for what you're doing. Okay, well, I've got money. Oh, how much? I've got enough to clear what you want. Oh. Okay, well, if you give us that up front, we'll happily let you live here.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, that the system is set against certain part of society, and then if people can just pay up front, happy days.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
no one can.
Like, let's talk about, I was talking to some individuals, and they said, we've calculated, and it's cheaper for us to claim benefits than go to work because of a childcare cost, because childcare cost is about $2,000 a month. So they said, so if we work, pay taxes and pay $2,000 for childcare, we actually don't really have any money left.
Nothing.
But if we just stay claiming benefits, and we're going to have more money in our pocket. So there's something wrong there.
Okay, one more. So the 3 biggest taxes in London at the moment, what are those?
I mean, gosh. Where do we start?
I can tell you welfare's at the top.
Yeah, of course. Welfare is huge.
I mean, welfare is doing stuff like PIP, universal credit, child benefit, working tax credit if that still exists, because I know everything was to be amalgamated.
And a lot of councils are bankrupt.
Yeah, councils are now bankrupt because councils haven't been using their money properly in the beginning anyway.
Well, okay, you've just opened up a topic,
Ooh.
a can of worms.
Yeah.
Because guess why? Councils have zero accountability, because there's no one from, I don't know, maybe City Hall holding the councils accountable.
Yeah.
And I'll just give Croydon as an example. Hundreds of millions has vanished, and they came back and said, oh, we didn't do any accounting. That is criminal. You can't get away with that in a company. But they paid the leader $600,000 to leave. I think she's in Spain apparently.
Oh my
she's
God.
So is that sound right to you?
No.
It doesn't sound right to me. So when I like to say the councils are now like cartels.
Oh yeah.
They're not there to represent the residents or the business anymore. They represent themselves and their own pockets.
Yeah.
There is so much under envelope money going on, for all sorts of planning permissions, this, that. It's happening. I've heard it from councils. I'm sorry. It is happening. And
that means Lucia must be going
But
through
guess
it as
what?
well.
There's no accountability. There's no police investigations. There's nothing.
Yeah. They need to do what they're doing to Trump out there over there.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the US would probably organise certain things, 50 different states, but they do their things differently. Each state is governed differently. The UK, we have boroughs, and each borough should be governed differently. But if you look into Essex now, Essex is wonderful. You look at certain places within London, South London, depends on where it is. Yeah, depends on what lord's still in power, depends on who's running what. I mean, we have structures in everywhere. So, I mean, as an independent yourself, because this is a very big statement. independent isn't just, okay, I'm here. Independent is, I can fight against the powers and win.
And it's about fighting because, listen, if you want change, you need to get a seat at the table, but not just sit there. Yeah. You need to have a voice and be vocal and challenge the narrative. That's what it is about. You need to challenge the narrative. True. And that's why I'm independent. That's why I'm proud to be independent, because I have more power being independent, because I am not governed by a party political agenda.
So you're not restricted with what you say? Or what
Absolutely
you
not. I can say what the political parties cannot say. I can say what those candidates who are from political parties are not allowed to say, because I am independent.
So are you going to, because you just said the table. Now, we had a conversation earlier about what that table is. I'm building my table because I understand if I walk into someone else's house, I have to take off my shoes. Yeah, I can't walk in there with my shoes. They'll kick me out. So are you, because the London Assembly, you're going to have to inform everyone exactly what it is, because even I don't remember. The London Assembly is a table. Yeah, one that you haven't necessarily built. It's an institution that you're going to be a part of. In regards to you being able to truly be independent and have your table that either goes against the London Assembly or builds towards improving or changing it, how do you want to do that? Because that's going to be your biggest hurdle, and that's most people's hurdle in this game.
Because my biggest strength is I work with people. I'm not going there to make enemies. I'm going there to bring change. And the best way to bring change is working together. I believe in collaboratively working together and, influencing where you can, putting influence in the right places. It's not about fighting always. Sometimes you actually sit down and talk. So that's what I want to do. I want to have a voice there, but make change at the same time. I'm not going to go there and just start fighting with everyone. That's just ludicrous. You never start a new job and start fighting with everyone. No, you have to work as a team. And that's what it's about, teamwork. And that is one of my greatest strengths is I love people and I love to listen. What's so important when you run in any political seat is you show up, you're visible, you're accessible, and you listen. And that is exactly what I stand for. Like, even here, guess what? There's a mobile number. It's a campaign mobile number. You tell me any politician that puts a mobile number on the leaflet, and guess what? The phone is in my bag. You can call and I will answer that phone. So that's just, again,
just showing everybody
accessibility.
Again online. So our last thing you're going to run for as well is a business-friendly policy. What does that entail?
What we were talking about the high streets earlier.
The high street. Bring back the markets.
The markets.
I miss it.
I miss the markets. The markets need support. The high streets need support, and the entrepreneurs. Youth. I really want to help youth get into business. I want to help.
So what
single moms.
So the enterprises have closed down now. I remember back in the day there was
no
youth enterprises.
The problem is all of these grants and things, they're not accessible. There's a lot of bureaucracy to even get the funding.
Is it now?
Oh yeah, it's always been that way. It's red tape. So I know so many people that have applied and they just can't get the grants because it's just done that way. So we actually need it to work. It has to be accessible. We need to actually create a generation of entrepreneurs. We need to actually start getting people to start exporting their business globally. Let's work more with Commonwealth countries. Let's do more things city to city. There's so many things we could be doing. Yes, Brexit's happened, but there's no reason why we can't do Munich and London collaboration. Barcelona and London, doing these things.
Do you think it would have been different if Brexit didn't happen?
Of course, everything would have been different.
Would have been different good or different bad?
Well, it probably would have been better because we wouldn't have been in this great hole that we are. However, that's where it's for the government to start working with the Commonwealth. Why are they not doing that? It's a natural alliance.
Very selfish.
Partner.
It's very They just seem very, very selfish with everything. When you watch everything, it's everything.
And listen, as the mayor, he should be introducing, or she should be introducing, city to city, and that's a way that we can still work with cities across the world, and really, as I said, ignite London. Let's work together.
Yeah. So ignite that passion which I'm assuming you're trying to do with everyone around you.
Anything you do in life, you must do with passion. Even you building your empire, you have passion. I can feel your passion. You cannot do anything in life with no passion. What we need as humans is passion and purpose. And that's what our youth need, passion and purpose. When you have passion and purpose, you'll be unstoppable.
And love.
And love.
And love.
Love's a given.
Love is a given.
Love is a given. That's
somehow, you know. Oh, that's really interesting. Again, people. Good morning, everyone. Have a look. There we go. If you can see, I'll read it out as well. And I'll put it up on my page for you to see and do as well, you know. So, Farah, let me ask you a question. If there was one thing that you wanted to change, what would it be and why? Just one thing in this world now, as it is.
In this world or in London? That's a whole other...
Both.
Yeah, both. Yeah, both.
On.
Go for both. And why? Yeah.
Okay.
For yourself, what would you
for
want to
the
change?
world?
Yeah.
I want to see an end to child sex trafficking
Mm.
and human trafficking.
Yeah.
I just think it is unbelievable. It's still going on.
Mm.
Slavery's still happening.
Yep.
All these things are happening, and children being raped, and, or, you know, what kind of world are we living in? Animals being tortured.
Yeah.
All these things, you know, any human, any animal suffering. I do want to put an end to that, because that hurts me inside. And the things that go on behind closed doors, it's shameful. It's shameful that we're not stopping this and we're allowing it to happen. And unfortunately, it's a lot of big people in power that are the perpetrators.
Yep.
That, like, especially in the US, if you look at the ring of child sex trafficking.
Especially ones recently that speed raided their house, just saying.
So, and it's happening in our country as well. So yes, world issue there. Yeah, definitely.
What would your...
And for London,
what's your...
I want London to be safe.
Yeah.
I want London to be safe, so we
do you remember
don't
a
have
time
to
when
live
it
in
was safe?
Yes.
When do you remember that moment when it was safe? For me, it was like in the 80s.
Yes, when I was in the 80s, when I was a child, or, you know,
you go to the corner shop and be all right.
I used to go to the corner shop and get sweets by myself. I used to walk to school. I used to go to school myself. Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for parents now. So sorry, because you don't know if your child's coming back home, and that's a horrible thing. Yeah. You know, it's just, I want people to feel safe. Safe in their city. I want people to be able to hold their phone in their hand. I want people to be able to leave their phone just sitting there and not having to clutch to a bag, not have to worry that they're going to be attacked. If I can travel in different cities all over the world and feel safe,
why not here?
I tell you why. Because people don't respect law and order. There's no law and order here. It's not respected. So therefore, like, your phone can get stolen. You can call the police. Nothing's going to get done. Your car can be broken into, and always the cameras aren't working. Yeah. Always. I was sexually assaulted a couple of years ago in broad daylight, 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning during a marathon. And guess what? Conveniently, the camera was looking the other way.
Oh, God.
So when this is happening, it kills me seeing London like this, because this isn't our London. Yeah. And why should our youth have to live in this reality? Why should an 8-year-old witness his mother's phone being stolen? So something's wrong here. Why should kids be carrying knives because they're scared that they're going to get stabbed if they don't? When we're accepting this is the normal, there's something wrong. This is not normal. No. This is not normal. This is not acceptable. And if we don't stand up and fight for a better London, then guess what? Things are going to get worse. Things are going to get worse. Yeah. Places like Mexico City are a haven. I mean, I walk around by myself in Mexico City.
And isn't that supposed to be one of the worst?
It's meant to be. You know, people say, obviously, the cartels, the drugs and things. But guess what? I feel safe. I'm walking around safe. I have my phone in my hand. You know, wow. When people in Mexico say they're too scared to
come here. Scary-ish, as they say.
It's very scary. I mean,
wow. What would you change, Adonis? What's your one thing for the world and for London, and why?
For the world,
back at you.
I know.
It's a big question, right?
It's a loaded one, you know.
For the world, Well, the only thing is, I can only speak through my lens, the way that I look and the way that I feel. So, I would look at people being treated fairly.
Men and women and
then
everyone.
to racism.
I say people.
Yeah.
I say people.
People, okay.
Because when you start throwing men and women on things, what it starts doing is it starts dividing immediately.
Okay.
We both have our own issues and we both have our own things we deal with from those two genders. But at the end of the day, like if you go to the street, if you want to go and rent somewhere, it don't matter if you're a man or woman, you still got to pay money, right? Yeah.
And you're right what you've just said as well, Farah, about racism as well.
And
Yeah,
racism. Because when you said people, you know, for me, immediately comes in my head racism.
Yeah, people that look like me, that's what I've had that all my life. So I would really want people that look like me to be able to connect properly without having to worry about either lobbying or having someone intervene and, you know, being able to just grow so we can give our environment. Because our environments are a lot funner than everybody else's. There's a reason why everybody goes to the Caribbean and that's fun. There's a reason why people go to South America. There's a reason why people go to
I'm retiring in the Caribbean, just saying.
Are you?
I love the Caribbean. I'm retiring now.
I'm coming with you.
I'm retiring now.
I found
That's
myself
my
a husband
dream.
and I'm coming with you.
I don't need a husband.
You don't want one?
No, thank you. Been there, done that, thanks. I always say, you should always get married once at least.
I mean, that would be that. Just make sure it's equal. I mean, for London, I mean, there's a lot of things I can say about London.
But one main thing that says to you, this needs to end or what have you, you know?
Well, I think you said a point about London being safe. I feel that London should be safe for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone. For elderly for
can't
you.
even walk down the road anymore.
Unfortunately, I have to pick because when you look at safety in London is based on money. So if you live in a certain environment and you have enough money to gate the community, have those people in that environment, make sure all those people have the same amount of money. You know, you have a corner shop which is gated up, you can be safe. Like in certain places in Japan, like you're never gonna have a child get caught because the whole economy is safe. Yeah, it was a war-torn country. Yeah, but here in the UK, in London, I can't say that I would be safe walking down the road at my big age.
No.
Yeah, so
No.
I had grown up, you know, big men who are 6'5" don't feel safe.
Especially if they look like me. Because the thing is, if I ain't got someone and the thing is, there's a lot of emotionally unstable people. People that come from the place to be like go to hood or whatever the case is. These are emotionally unstable people. These people got a lot of trauma. And you say go to therapy.
And you said that today as well. People wear their trauma.
It's true. And
have you ever heard that? We can wear our trauma.
Yeah, I've heard people. God. And it's like, I go here now, or for example, I mean, if I dress the way I dress, have my hair out the way I am, some people might say I'm gonna rob you. Like, you know, so I would say.
And you know, I like to challenge that. You know, in a sense, that is true. People do judge, but what I always love to do is give a smile.
Oh, yeah,
and I tell you, because you know, the individual like yourself, if you saw me, you know, you're obviously thinking, oh, she's probably scared, but then if I just smile at you and you smile back, and it's like kindness, show people smiles.
We used to do that back in the day. I don't understand why it's not happening now.
I smile at so much youth all the time. And they just like chuckle, you know, like.
I feel I do agree. I just say, make sure it's safe for everyone, and each safety is going to be different for different types of people. So we need to find a true unified form of safety. Yeah, and I think.
Remember, there's more of us than the government.
And
there's more of us. Yeah. It doesn't matter what colour, what sex you are. If we all came together, like back in the 80s, I think it was 86 or 80.
But you know one thing about London? Yeah. When there is a crisis...
Do we come together?
We come together. Like when the bombings happened, we come together.
Yeah, like that.
But we should just always be like that. It shouldn't have to be a tragedy to bring us together.
And there shouldn't be an ulterior motive behind it either. No. Because the bombings, there was interior motives afterwards. Like, oh, you've come to help us, now go away.
Yeah.
My family experienced that in the 1930s. There's a lot of people came from the Caribbean that were invited here and they weren't treated the way they were treated when they got here. So as I said before, if London could be... and I mean, let's throw the UK out there. If the UK could be equal, everyone feel comfortable, everyone respect everyone's other cultures, so that we could truly be a unified country.
Inclusivity. Can you imagine what that looks like? Could you just imagine for one moment what that would look like?
Malaysia. I'm serious.
Yeah.
So I've got in a minute. But I went to Malaysia, and guess what?
Is it beautiful? Just seem unity.
Yeah, because you've got all different races, all different religions living in harmony. and respecting one another. So yeah, it looks like Malaysia.
Oh gosh.
It feels great. It's like, wow, I love this. Everyone's just together. There was no, you know, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're religion. No, it's just inclusivity. So
beautiful.
And if the independent brings that, I'm on it.
Honestly,
make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna play a song so we can take a picture quickly. Hold on before you take a picture. So people, Farah's gonna leave now. I've just shown you
because she's about to go hand in her nomination papers.
Let's
go.
So City Hall, I have a date at City Hall.
Tell them where and what and how.
Yeah, I am going to hand in my nomination papers to run for the London Assembly, London White Seat. It's the orange ballot paper. I can't do this alone. I need your support. It's the support of the community. So please spread the word. Yeah. Let's bring history and put the first independent on the London Assembly. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
Let's go. So much for coming in. I'm gonna play a song. People are gonna play Rockaway by Beres Hammond. And I hope you enjoy what we have a picture over here before she leaves. Okay.
Oh, that was lovely. Lovely.
Oh, bless you, darling. Right, Adonis, you have to use this phone to take a picture.
You use yours, yeah?
Yes, darling. Well, all of us, really. We only got 4 minutes on that music.
Sorry, I've got to run as well.
Oh, yeah, she has to run. That's why I'm going to do it.
9:56.
This is an important
So should we do it one?
Yeah.
Let's do one at a time, yeah? Okay.
All right.
Make sure you got your back of this in there.
My good face.
And get my good slide.
Okay. Yes.
Lovely. That one?
And next. Let's just wipe that.
Look at that.
You got these bloody pins. Marvellous. And this one, quick, because she has to take the train.
Oh, I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
I'm just as bad as I can be. Don't worry, I understand. Yeah, you guys want to leave it the way it's. Oh, this one's gonna be fun.
Is it blood?
Oh, it'll come out clear.
There you go.
Lovely. Thank you, darling.
Come here.
Oh.
Good luck. Build that empire.
Well, don't worry.
Love you, sweetheart.
When I find you on the Instagram, you follow the business.
MS Farah London.
MS Farah London.
Just Miss Farah London.
We'll talk about if there's anything we can do.
Yeah, before the 2nd of May.
Listen, the postal votes are going out 2 weeks before.
Okay.
So a lot of people are doing postal votes. They estimate over 55% will do postal.
Okay.
So we've got to hit before postal and then after. But any support, I'll send you the digital. Just you've got.
Is it on there? It's on here, isn't it? On this.
Get my number from.
Yeah.
It's not my number. Yeah, there's a number there anyway.
I got an event on the 2nd in Croydon. Yeah.
Croydon girl. Born
I know. Communicates Kid Club. It's on the Instagram.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
Oh dear. 10, 15, let me stop. I'm going to stop.
A bit closer.
Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show. Thank you for tuning in. That was Miss Farah London. She's now left because she has to go and put in her ballot papers. Ballot papers, thank you. So I'm still here with the Adonis. What a beautiful name, Adonis.
Adonis Rico, demdrones.
I've asked him if I can use his name on my bird. Because you know my bird is from a black family now, so you know.
We've converted. Yeah. It's about time. Conversion.
So people, we've got 12 minutes left. What else can we what else? Oh yeah, tell us more about the event.
Okay,
yes,
so on the 2nd of April, Muda Cakes Kids Club is in Croydon. I will be doing a drone event, working with Muda Cakes Kids Club, also working with Black Tech Day. Black Tech Day is a company that...
What day is that again? Sorry, say again.
That's the 2nd of April, yeah. Black Tech Day is a company which supports black people in technology. It's been run by a gentleman called Dexter Sims.
Okay.
He is here trying to support individuals that look like myself and individuals that don't look like myself but come from the same environment. Yeah, I mean, technology is the cornerstone of every economic change and development. So, I mean, we don't have technology, we don't have mics, we don't have the hammer, we don't have screwdrivers, we don't have... That is technology. That is technology. So now it's changed and we've got into information technology, which is able to transfer here and there and everywhere. And this is the reason why we can even do a live now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So
I mean, so yeah, that's what it is.
So will I be able to see one of your drones if I come on the 2nd?
You will be able to see. Well, to be honest, it's a members. It's a members. So me letting you in, it is a members. So the kids will be there with some of their parents.
Okay.
And the BTD has a membership, which I'm a partner of and a service provider of. We supply that, and we supply my independent workshop, which has been provided by me, and I'm implementing it into this particular industry and this ecosystem. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I do that with everyone. Anyone I want to. I've got an American partner at the moment, drone candidates, who are doing great things over there.
So what does this membership entail? What do you get with this membership?
That membership just teaches you. It really connects parents and children who haven't really been able to understand that technology works both ways. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of parents, you know, they aren't very tech savvy. The space gives you more information about investing, gives you more information about stocks, gives you more information about technology, esports, all of that type of stuff.
So you'll be teaching us on that?
So I will be teaching my independent drone course that I've developed over a couple. My first one was done in April 2023. Yeah.
Just recent.
Yeah, so that was that. And then I've done 3 after that. Then I went to the UK Black Business Show. Spoke there. Then
Are you going to the TNBC, I think it's called?
TNBC.
It should have been yesterday. There's 4 nights of it where the networking of directors and everything's going to be there.
I haven't. They let me know about the lifestyle. Come bother them.
Yeah,
they'll see me. So I might need to. I was lucky enough to speak at the UK Black Business Show, and that was a great space. You know,
is that in Islington? That one?
That was the one in Islington. Yeah, okay. Very big, very big. The CEO, Rafael.
So what do I need to come on the 2nd with? Now I have to sign up for the membership.
Well, generally you should sign up for the BTD membership. That is how it is. And so the BTD membership, I can send you the link, but you can also go on the Instagram. So on the Instagram, and it's there. And I mean, obviously, I've got a flyer up on my Instagram. Okay. So you see that.
So that's the only way you can come to
right
this?
Now, I do the flyer. I'll go through that way.
All right. So
so that will be great for you kids, 8 to 13.
And it's Easter holidays soon.
Easter holidays as well for the kids in that. So I think that will be really beneficial. I'll be there and I'll be teaching any child.
You got refreshments there by any chance? Just asking. You got refreshments there?
There'll always be refreshments.
Thank God, that was not coming.
There's always refreshments. But so that's kind of what I'm doing for that. Okay. I mean, there's a lot in the pipeline. As I said before, we've got an American partner.
So will they be coming over or? You just
no, they are busy in New York doing big things. Okay. But there might be because I have a drone network of like 66 people on my Instagram, all black qualified drone pilots. My thing is qualified all the time, be qualified, so that we can get you to a level where you can.
How many blacks are here then?
We have quite a few black drone pilots here. Yeah, I know a majority of all of them, and any new ones that come out, they know, come find them drones. Yeah, I communicate, I help you, I give knowledge, because that's what we need. You know, there are institutions out here that want to educate you and they charge, and I'm thinking that's great, but when I get my institution, which will be happening soon, we won't just charge, we'll also put you in a job. You know, give you a job as well. Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm building what I'm building. My workshops is for drone pilots that don't want to fly, that's raining, that can come in and teach kids. You know what I'm saying? And they can now teach all their skills that they have and pass on directly to the new generation, where when they get to 17, 18, they already know what they need to do now to go and start doing the drone industry. You know what I'm saying? There's a pipeline, that's what I'm building. So them drones is about building that pipeline, helping people like this. Radio, definitely. Because when I got an event, and I'm like, right, let me come to you now. Yeah, of course. You guys know it first. Yeah, you come there, you do some publicity for yourself to promote. It's, I told you, it's an ecosystem, it's an empire. Yeah, I'm helping everyone, you know. God bless you. There's a lot to do.
Right. Before we finish up, which is in 6 minutes, I'm going to ask you another question. I'll throw you another question. So all the knowledge you got now at 35 years young, would you rather trade that in and be 6 years old again? Or if I had £1 million, here's $1 million. Which one are you taking? Why?
I'll take the mill.
Look at you. You didn't even have time to figure about being 6 and the knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, me being 6 again wouldn't make no sense, really, with all this knowledge. Like,
why would you take that £1 million?
The £1 million, I know what to do.
And so quick.
No, I know what to do. So this is the thing. If you don't know what to do with money, like, I put $1 million now, I'm never having to work again. But I'll basically pay my own welfare. Like, that's for me. That's what I would do. Yeah, if you get £1 million to someone that don't know how to use money, that's gone. Yeah. You might as well want to be 6 again. Right. Yeah. But no, me being 6 and I'm in that sense. I've got myself here. Okay. Yeah. So you wouldn't want to go back. Yeah. I'd rather teach someone at 6. I'd rather give them the information. Yeah, and be in the position and the stats, because we gotta remember, if I'm 6 again, I'm gonna have to build all that up again. I might be able
but then you'd have all the knowledge.
I might be able to, but I mean, I don't mind living that life today. Yeah, see how it goes. If you believe in reincarnation, I'll come back.
Where are you coming back as? I'm coming back as a Black Panther. I've said it for years. I'm gonna have a choke around my neck and be nice and glossy and black.
That's it. You wanna go that type?
Yeah. That kind of Black Panther, walk like that. You know what I mean? Slowly and nice.
Let me be reincarnated back into my empire 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? This is what happened after I left in like 1,000 years. Oh my God, I'm in space. I didn't even know.
That's a good way to look at it.
Let me reincarnate back into my empire. It's you know, as the destined one to run it. I don't mind.
So, how big is your team?
Right now, my team is me, myself, and whoever becomes I.
Oh, yeah. Bless you, man. It's good.
Yeah, but I the way I see it is that a team is built once we have a large bit of funding. So I will, and I am talking.
Are you looking for? Are you?
Oh, I'm in.
Have you put like GoFunding things or stuff like that?
See, I've never really done a GoFundMe. I'm more, once I get behind someone else's paywall, we'll play with that. Because paywalls exist, people already have ways of making money. So it's like, but I mean, I'm also in conversations with Fortune 500 companies. I'm trying to get that side as well as.
Is it hard?
You know what? Time, when you're dealing with, and I'll tell you what it is, when you're dealing with a company, you know, a big company, you need to be willing to put in the time, because they don't think a year from now, they think 10 years. So they immediately say, okay, cool, you're gonna be with us, right? You're gonna be with us for 10 years. Because that's how you build and change economics. You literally, everything is a 10-year stretch. Even if you go to school was meant to be 12 years. The education system was developed so you have 12 years. 12 years it takes to implement something into someone's brain. It actually takes 12 years. So that's why people do 10-year stretches. Yeah, and then if you're thinking about people running billions and stuff like that, they're looking 25 years. Because they're looking at the growth of stock in 25 years to 10 years to 2 years.
You've done your homework, haven't you?
Yes, that's how money works.
Yeah, you've done your homework, man. It's good. I'm very, very proud of you. I am.
I appreciate the proudness.
I'm very proud, because honestly, I've not heard a young person come and talk about stocks, come and talk about the financial part. It's really,
Yeah, but I would tell you, it's patient.
You need to come back.
I will come back.
Make sure I run you down.
I'm coming back whenever there's an event and there's something going on. I'll come back anyway.
You have to. And because of this as well, because I want one of these.
See, everyone wants one of these.
Yeah, I don't know why you just come in there with
it like this. This is limited edition. You can't even get one of these. No, say limited edition. When I bring the normal one for everyone else.
Different colours. Why just only black? Why can't you go different colours?
I mean, the brand right now is black and white. But when the merchandise coming, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'll post it. And if anybody wants it, join the waiting list. Throw a little bit of money in and then boom. You'll get it.
Okay.
You'll get it. Yeah, don't worry. Now I'm going to have to do it now.
Yeah, you're going to have to now. Because honestly, because I'll run you down.
Yeah, it's already done. I think I've already been run down right now. Yeah, I didn't even know it's happened. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's it. So that's good. Don't worry, like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good people that are watching me. And as I said before,
and we need more of you. We need more to know more, you know, because this is just a one-off now, but we want, the youth want to know more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, the youth, come find me.
Yeah,
you got me on TikTok,
look.
Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, what's your YouTube?
Demdrones. Demdrones are everything. Yeah, DEMDRONES. All one word. Yeah, put it in anything. You'll find me. And then send me a message and don't cause trouble. You get respect your elders. Okay. Like, even the older people, then please come to me. Nice. Yeah, don't try.
Remember, this is our song now, people. Please
look after me, no man. Look after me, no man, please. Say me now on stress.
Oh dear. Adonis, I want to say thank you so much. The show's come to an end. I'm so grateful and I'm so proud of you. Again, I mean, my son's 33 and I'm proud of you like I'm proud of him. Honest to God, I'm really, really, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me. And, you know, speaking to the guests. Let's see what she can do, innit?
People. Yeah. So until next week, I've been Goddess Jazzy. This has been Adonis Demdrones. And I'll see and hear from you next week. Take care. Lots of love. Big blessings. Mwah.
Bye.
It's a wrap.
Oh, you did very well.
And close off.
But you put it on things, so you come back on his lap. You got to exit.
Oh,
Exit.
this is why.